sa ating lahat. Muli, ako si Emmanuel o Alejandre. Ito ang aking daily devotion ngayong October 5. And for today, we are going to be tackling our very last topic concerning sex and theology. And ang ating question for today is going to be, ano ang purpose ni Lord sa sex? Why was sex created? Kumbaga. Unang-una, sex is not ultimately about human pleasure. Hindi lang po siya para for us to feel good. No, that's not why sex was made. Sex was made for God's glory. Very bizarre, no? Paano God's glory? Kasi yung ating konsepto ng sex is somewhat crude, dirty, but that's not how it's supposed to be. When expressed within marriage, you can use sex as a tool to glorify God, to symbolize that God's design is truly flawless. Dahil yung sex within the boundaries of marriage are for love, for faithfulness, and for fruitfulness. These are the three things that can be resulted from sex that is intended by God. And that is the only way to do that. For you to have sex with your married partner. And the misuse of sex dishonors God and His design. Kasi imbes na yung love, yung faithfulness, yung fruitfulness yung manaig, nananaig yung adultery, yung lust, yung misconduct, sexual misconduct, and those are called porneia. And we should stray away from those. Lalong-lalo na sa mga taong hindi pa or wala pang marriage, kumbaga. Because maraming temptations, maraming panahon na ikaw ay matetempt for you to have premarital sex, pero dapat matatag tayo. Sabi nga po sa Hebrews chapter 13 verse 4, marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept pure, for God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral. Yung kung ikaw po ay nasa loob na ng isang marriage, stay in that marriage. At yung marriage bed, kumbaga, you should keep that pure. You should keep your sex life with your partner all to yourselves. Huwag kang gagawa ng ikasasama ng relationship nyo, no? Because God will surely punish you. So, sex is meant to honor its creator. That's God. Therefore, to truly honor God, we must do sex in the way that God intended it to be. We must be doing sex in God's way, and that's only going to happen within marriage. Once again, kapag kasal ka, dun ka lang dapat magkaroon ng sexual relations sa isang tao. Kasi yung intimacy na yon, intended yun para sa ganung level of relationship. Ngayon, kung kaibigan mo lang, huwag mong galawin. Remain pure, no? Sex is holy, and we have a duty to keep it holy. Ito yung paraan na ginawa ng Panginoon for us to love and show appreciation to our partner. Therefore, only do it with your partner. Matuto na po tayo sa lahat ng mga taong nakikita, naririnig natin yung storya nila when it comes to adultery, no? It never ends good. They always suffer. Sa Biblia, for example, maraming characters doon na nag-commit ng adultery, and all of them ended up being miserable. So, learn from others. Huwag mo nang hintayin na ikaw pa yung ma-experience ng sexual misconduct, sexual immorality. Tapos, you pay the price for that sexual immorality. Huwag mo nang hintayin yun, no? So, lead your partner to a God-glorifying relationship. Ibig sabihin ito, let's say for example, uso kasi ngayon sa modern times, yung jowa, girlfriend, boyfriend. Maging matatag ka na hindi muna kayo magkaroon ng sexual intercourse. For that is porneia. That is adultery. That is something that should not be done because that is a product of lust. Hintayin mo to put a ring on her finger kung ikaw ay lalaki. Hintayin mo naman na maging kasal kayo pag ikaw ay babae, no? there is enough time for that, and God will surely give you the opportunity for that. Pero kung hindi pa ngayon, learn to accept it and stay true to it. Yun lamang po ang aking daily devotion. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig. Pagpalain po tayong lahat, and let us all give glory to God.